Hi everyone! So another question in the group was how to get people to order from you when you are first starting and you feel like everybody is telling you no or have objections to the price. The first thing I'm going to say is when you're getting started, you need to realize that everybody is watching you, which is why I always go back to being super consistent on your Facebook, sharing your journey, sharing your results, sharing your excitement. What is happening is when you message people, they're thinking, okay, yeah, sure, it might work. I'll just watch you and see what happens. So if you're never posting on your Facebook, they're never going to think twice about it. But if you invite somebody and they tell you no or they ignore you, and then a week later they see you on your Facebook sharing that you've lost 10 pounds or sharing that a pant size finally fits you that it hasn't fit you, or how amazing Shakeology is making you feel, that is going to spark something in their mind, and they're going to constantly be checking back with you on your Facebook, and eventually they're going to come around. When you are talking to people and they are telling you no, you need to check yourself on a few things. First, are you adding value? Are you adding value in yourself and in the product? People are not paying $160 to get Shakeology in a program. They are paying $160 to have you as your coach. So you need to be making sure that you're adding value to yourself and you're telling them what they're going to get out of this and how this is going to help them. You need to make sure that you're asking them questions about themselves and building that relationship. I mean, for all you know, they don't even need to lose weight, or they are already on that journey, or they're just completely not interested. But on the flip side, they might be struggling with this for a long time. Their weight and their size might make them depressed, and they're having relationship issues, and they need help. But you will not know unless you are building that relationship with them. So when you are first starting, I recommend that you are doing new relationships, so that way that, hi, how are you, to at least 5 to 10 people a day, and start building that relationship with them. So that way when you come back and invite them to Beachbody, it's not like, oh, why is Elena asking me to Beachbody when she hasn't talked to me for a year? So first, go through and start hi, how are yous with everybody. Get to know them. Get to know how they're doing, what's going on in their life. Go on their Facebook and see what they've been doing and bring that up. Start relationships that are not Beachbody related. Because when you talk about Beachbody in the future, it will not sound so much like a seller. Another thing is, if you feel like a salesperson when you are talking to people, you are being a salesperson. You have to switch your mind to wanting to help that person. And I know we have goals. I know we all want to hit Success Club. I know that we all want to be Emerald or above. I understand that. I have been there too. And I have really high Success Club goals for myself. But when I am talking to people, the last thing I am thinking is, oh my God, you have to buy for me because I need to hit Success Club. Because when you think like that, that is coming through. So you could have your goals, but when you sit down and you talk to somebody, you need to be talking to them to find out their goals. You need to be talking to them to find out how you can help them, because that is what this business is about. You have to focus on helping that person and what you could give them to help them. They're going to feel that and they're going to want to join you. But they could also feel if you're being a salesperson. So put your sales aside. Go talk to them and find out what they need. Find out what you can give them. If they are having financial issues, offer coaching to them. If they're overweight and they don't know how to eat healthy, 21-day fix. If they have hypothyroid, Shakeology is doing amazing for people with hypothyroid. If they have issues, I could bet that you could find something through Beachbody that could help them. But you're never going to know what issues they have if you do not start building a relationship with them and they don't know, like, and trust you. The last thing I want to talk about is hearing no's and getting ignored. This happens to me on the daily. I'm pretty sure it happens to every single person who does Beachbody, and it is completely normal. You have to change your mindset from no's being bad into no's being good. And this is hard because our whole lives, we have always thought of no as a bad thing. Since kids, I tell my kids no all the time, and they definitely do not think it's a good thing. But in this business, we need to switch no's to a positive. There is a great book called Go for No. I really recommend reading it. But what it talks about is when you switch your goals, instead of getting 10 yeses to getting 10 no's, it's going to make that no so much easier. You're going to actually be looking for that no. You're going to be like, okay, I have to get 10 no's today, so I need to invite at least 10 people, and they're going to tell me no, and that's okay, because at the end of that 10 no's, you're going to get a yes. But it makes those no's so much more doable, and it's not going to hurt you as bad. Because right now, when somebody tells you no, it might hurt your little spirit, and it might upset you, and you might get frustrated that people are telling you no, and when you want to help them and you have goals. But if you change your mind to where getting no is a good thing and it's helping you reach your goals, it isn't so overwhelming. It isn't so frustrating. And it makes it so much easier to get through the day. One day I invited 78 people to a challenge group. And I was reading Go for No, and I thought, I need to get 100 no's. And that 101 person I talked to, they're going to say yes. I suffered through 78 invites. They all told me no. And then I did my follow ups and they ignored me. The last person I messaged, who was like 100 and something, ended up ordering and signing up as a coach. I would have never got to that 100th and something person if I was not okay with no's. If I did not already set my goal to get so many no's, because I know in my mind that after so many, I'm gonna get one. And it makes, I was like, okay, no, move on, no, move on. And it did not affect me at all, because I don't care if I get no's, because I know out of those no's, I'm gonna get a yes. But you have to get through the no's. You have to keep pushing. You can't let it affect you. You can't let it bring you down. Be excited about a no. Celebrate a no. You know, if you get 10 no's today, post it on the freaking Facebook page and be proud that you got no's, because that means you're trying. If you're not getting no's or yeses or ignored, you're not trying. So be proud of those no's. Be proud of being ignored. You know, those are going to lead you to your yeses. Those are you planting seeds in somebody's mind. And I would be willing to bet that those people are going to come back around. I could tell you that I have had people order from me that I talked to 8 months ago and told me no. And they just came around this month. It happens, but you have to plant seeds. You have to be building relationships. You have to be adding value. You need to be tracking on your tracker to keep track of everybody that you're talking to, even if they tell you no. And you need to be consistent and focused and driven. Realize your goals. Realize that Beachbody is not Tupperware. Beachbody is something that is changing lives. You have something to offer them. You could change their lives. So even if it's hard, and even if you're going through a hard time and everybody is telling you no or ignoring you, that is okay. It is part of the process. Enjoy the process. Enjoy getting to know people. Enjoy finding out what people's needs are and building relationships with them, building friendships with them. From that, your business is going to grow. You have to stay consistent. Remember that. Stay consistent on your Facebook. Do personal development. Watch YouTube. You have to do all these things. You might not hit your goals the day you sign up. You know, the first week is going to be hard. The first month might be hard. That is why it's a freebie month. If this is your first month, this is your freebie month to learn, to practice, to try, to get your program, get your results. Have people watch you. Let people know what you're doing, guys. You have to let them know. If you do not let them know, they're never going to come. You could do this. If I could do this, so can you. Do not give up. Write your tracker, do all the things that you guys know you need to do, and realize that at the end of those no's, there's going to be a yes. I promise.